Oh, yes, we are live right here on the Dynasty Hotseat, the only Dynasty show out there that is a certified Inferno. And we're back with another episode of the worst team ever. For those of you who don't know what the worst team ever is, it is basically I have taken on a terrible Dynasty orphan team. And you watching at home, hello. I'm watching live as well. Hello. You guys, you're going to help fix the problem because I present to you exactly what's been happening in this team and you present me with solutions. While this show is live, it'd be great to hear from the people that are watching live. Just post a comment in the chat. I'll try and get to them all if possible throughout the show. But if you are watching after the fact and just catching up on YouTube, please still leave a comment. We'll get to those comments from the last video and we'll still review those and go over those as well. So do not worry if you haven't been able to catch us live. I will still get to you. Don't worry. I'll just get to you on next week's show. We got a ton to get to. An absolute ton. Because loads has happened. Loads and loads and loads have happened since the last show, which was 2 weeks ago. I took a week off last week. Took a week off. It's very nice. Very nice. I had a lot of stuff in my work going on. I'll let you know I'm a teacher. I had parents' evenings. So, that's just draining. Absolutely draining. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna leave it for a week. But the bonus of that is we got loads to talk about. I'm just gonna get right to it. If you're watching live, post a little comment in the chat. Let me know you're here. Let's do a quick roll call if we can. But let's pull up what we got here. I'll catch you guys up. You keep the comments flooding in, and I'll get to them. So since we last caught up, so much has happened. This is going to take a while to get through. Marcus Mariota goes in the block, not too surprising. Jake Browning goes in the block, not too surprising. Shadur Sanders goes in the block. Is that someone we're interested in? C.A. Buckeye saying QB trifecta, yes. Backup party, absolutely. And yeah, then people just talking about the games. We see our first trade. There's quite a few of these. Nathaniel scoops up 2/3. CB scoops up a second. Nice trade for our boy CB. Now, this is something that a lot of people had wondered a few days or last episode. Are the standings done by max points available? Because if you remember, this Bennett B guy constantly not starting his strongest lineup to the point where he was starting Kenny Pickett at quarterback ahead of Joe Flacco. Unacceptable, really. He did it 3 weeks in a row. So a lot of people were saying, well, maybe it's just max points available. So, even though we won that game against him, hopefully it won't go against us in the long run, because even though he had less points in his starting lineup, his max points available would still be decreased. So the draft order is, according to Aselmo at least, who won the league last year, max points for. That's great news for us because our max points for is not very high. So we are still hoping to get an incredibly high pick, if not pick 1 of the draft in 2026. It's only for teams that miss the playoffs. I don't think that's going to matter for us. I don't think so. Here's the current standings. You can see our boy CB is actually in last. Wow. And you can see Bennett Dolphins has left, 200 plus points on the bench. That's, insane. That he's left so many points sitting there on the bench. It's unacceptable, really, isn't it? Unacceptable, really. Even though, it's max points for. One of these teams here is going to sneak into the playoffs by accident, and it's going to be him. He's going to be the reason, because they're going to get a win against him when maybe they should have lost. Yes, and there they explain what max points for is. Weekly report. Worst manager, shockingly, was Bennett B. 44%. Terrible. Wanty, as you can imagine, absolutely annihilated us by nearly 100 points. That's fine. That's fine. We expected it. Overachievers, underachievers. You guys don't need to know all this. You know all this stuff already. So now look at this. We have a message from Wanty. Kings lost double X. You here? You have until tomorrow to respond, or else I'll have to replace you. You're starting 2 guys in IR. CB Wanty. CB says you can get a guy to replace. Then we've got Hudream joining the league. Seems like a familiar name. Hudream saying, "What's up?" Nice. So we got a new guy in the league. Excellent. Keep him coming in. You know, keep the league as active as possible. Romeo Dobbs, Chris Godwin on the block. Some waivers come through. We got Xavier Scott, by the way. I did, because I was off. I did still think I should put in some kind of bid. We got Xavier Scott. Whether that's going to be useful or not, I don't know. But we didn't spend big on him, so we're fine. We'll be fine. If he gets involved, great. If he doesn't, whatever. We had a free roster spot, so we picked him up. Jameis gets dropped. Trade goes through. Then Kings lost double X, gets removed from the league. Hud Dream gets put in there. He puts Shakir, Travis Hunter goes on the block as well. Josh Downs goes on the block. Wandale Robinson goes on the block. Rashad White goes on the block. Malik Neighbors goes on the block. Boom, bada boom, boom, boom. That's an interesting one, right? That's the player I'm going to write down, Neighbors. Although I have a funny feeling he might have... that trade may have gone. Someone might have grabbed him before us. But I'm writing down Neighbors for a potential trade. Is this it? Oh. Rashi Rice is on the move again. Our guy Rye gets Justin Jefferson in the 4th, gives up Rice, Addison, and a 2nd. I like the Justin Jefferson side here. He's an elite player. Rashi Rice and Jordan Addison have not proven that they are. Rice maybe more so than Addison. It could be argued. I like the side here for our guy Rye. But Hud Dream's still picking up some nice pieces. Some nice pieces for sure. But yeah, I like that. I like the Justin Jefferson side. Marvin Harrison goes on the block. Now, this was a player that Rye said he was not really interested in selling. It would be interesting to maybe go out and message him about Marvin Harrison Jr. and see if he's now more interested in selling. Looking for a top running back. Well, that's going to be tough for us to do. More waivers. Michael Carter, Xavier Hutchinson. That's quite a nice pickup. And Raheem Mostert. And then a trade goes through. Another one. I told you, this league's crazy. Like, all of a sudden, it's just exploded. It's huge, which is great. It's great. Who we got in the chat? We got Andy in the chat. Do we, Andy? What's up? Nice to see you. Neighbors buy window is here. I hope that a trade hasn't gone through. I'm maybe thinking of another league where it happened. Let's see. This one was a bit crazy. Right? Tony Pollard, Kenneth Gainwell, and Zach Charbonnet for 2/3. What? Is that not incredibly poor from guess who? Bennett B. The same guy that won't start anyone in his lineups, the same guy that thinks Kenny Pickett is a starting quarterback, is now... I mean, what the hell is he doing? There's trying to tank for the 1-1, and there's whatever the hell this is. He obviously doesn't know 26, not the best class. Obviously doesn't know that. This is a terrible trade, right? Leave a comment if you disagree. I don't see how anyone thinks the 2/3 is the best side of this. 2/3 is nothing. These are 3 players that can come in and fill a flex spot when needed at times. So this is an atrocious trade. That's awful in so many ways. Wanty agreeing. Wanty, can you approve? I'm involved, so I can't. See a Buckeye saying he can't approve his own trade. Fine. And then Nathaniel said, I don't normally complain about trades since we're all consenting adults, but I'm not sure Bennett B was informed on what he was consenting to here. Yeah, I completely agree. See Kirk saying, I'll take the players for sure. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. I would definitely take the players there. Wanty. Bennett sent it. I think it's active self-sabotage. I agree, Wanty. Hud Dream's loving the gossip, right? He's just joined. He's like, what is going on here, fellas? Must be. Roper's trade. Roper added more picks, so it would be fair. The original trade was so heavily in favor of Roper and was sent by Bennett. I honestly wouldn't even blink if it was 3/3 for those players, but it's fairly lopsided in my opinion. I certainly don't blame CA Buckeye for accepting this. Yeah. It's also not even 26 thirds, 27 and 28. Yeah, the fleece is in CB. You're right. Bennett, send me some of those. I think he's trying to destroy his team. Yes. It isn't the first time something has happened. Yeah. It's a bad trade, but if you're going to look at getting points to your team, it gives you more value. But yeah. Definitely could have got a better deal. I agree. He's trying to get the first pick, but it doesn't make sense because why would he try and get the most value? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just get the value. Do trades properly. Just do the trades properly, right? It's easy. You can get a second. Yeah. I don't this is too much, maybe. First and second CB. I don't yeah, Andre, I don't know about that, bro. I think you'd be dancing around. You would be questions going the other way if a first and a second was for that. But yeah, and this is another Jay Roper obviously got a trade from Bennett B. And this is the kind of shit that ruins leagues. Can I just say? This is the kind of shit that ruins leagues. Jay Roper, Bennett B asked for 2 seconds, a third, and a fourth, and has offered Jay Roper Javonte Williams, George Pickens, TJ Hawkinson, Hunter Henry, and Tony Pollard. This is the kind of shit that ruins leagues. It is. There's no other way about it. People like Bennett doing shit like this ruins leagues forever. This is how our team that we have ended up in the state that it's in. Because whoever the guy was that had it before us did shit like this. And you've seen the state of our team when we got it. Jimmy Garoppolo was the starting quarterback when he didn't even have a team. And he was the best we had. So I hate this. I really, really hate this. Like, yeah. Had that douchey team been active this season? No. That douchey team. Well, it depends if you're talking about there's a new douchey team because the Nomad team, RIP, he's gone, Jimmy. He is gone. But we have a new douchey team in town. We're not 1-5. We actually end up winning one game, but that was against the aforementioned douchey team. Yeah. Heck no, says CB. Yeah. Not winning a first. Yeah. Hot seat Mags. Hit up Bennett B. You'll get a bunch of players. Yeah, that guy's not speaking to me, annoyingly. I get winning the 1-1, but that's, yeah, man. I think I said after that, if he does this shit again, I might kick him. Yeah. CB taking away nicknames, it looks like, from players. Oh my goodness. Yep. Commish, have waivers been logged? Everyone. My team's on the block. CB. Everyone's on the block. Look at this trade. Look at this. So CB gets Travis Hunter and gives up that scrub, Quentin Johnson. I love this trade for CB. I love it. Quentin Johnson. If I'm wrong about this, I'll eat humble pie. Quentin Johnson is a flash in the pan. Quentin Johnson is not good. Quentin Johnson will not get any kind of significant extended money at the Chargers. Quentin Johnson will seek free agency, and we will never hear of him relevant again. That's a few years down the line. This guy is not a good player. He still has drop issues. I think we see Trey Harris lap him and overtake in that role. Trey Harris, everything Quentin Johnson does, Trey Harris does better. This is the perfect time to sell. I think CB's played a blinder. An absolute blinder. Now, I could be wrong. And I'm not the biggest Travis Hunter guy. But I know I'm not a big QJ guy. Could be wrong. But I think this is a smash for CB. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? I think CB's absolutely crushed it. Essentially getting what? What was a first round pick a few weeks ago for Quentin Johnson? Please. Take that all day now. People were like hating on it. right? People here were saying, "What are we doing? Like giving up?" Man, I love it, CB. I love it. I think that's a smash. Then this bullshit ass trade goes through, annoyingly. A lot of people saying they prefer the Q. Jake could ever be a pumpkin. You're right. Jay Roper's on the ball. He's on the ball. And then people discussing about Hunter and Brian Thomas, but you know. Maybe when Mac goes back to the start of BTJ will rise again. Let's hope so. And then correctly, this guy is gone. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Excellent commissioning. Excellent commissioning by Wanty. And see, yeah, Buckeye, this guy was poison. He was going to ruin the league with terrible trades and then probably leave anyway. Probably leave anyway. Who we got in the chat? Jamie. I was just offered Jefferson for London and Rice. That's pretty good. Yeah. I think that's pretty good value. It depends what your other wide receivers are, Jamie. It depends if you need. Destroy it all. Told you one was buying. I agreed. Yeah. Absolutely agreed. It's yeah, I think we tried to buy him and it couldn't go through. So Bennett was removed. Team is open. CB picks up Bryson from Bryson, Bo Collins, Troutman, Bridgewater, Jimmy G. Hey, Jimmy G. There we go. CB says he's got you. And now, Porkbelly86 enters the chat. Hey, what's up, Matt? We got one of our own in the league. Have we infiltrated this league, ladies and gentlemen? Is that what's going on? Because it sure looks like it. Looks like Matt's joined the party. I knew I recognized that name, Porkbelly86. I wasn't sure about the 86, but I knew I recognized the name Porkbelly. Matt's in the league, I'm pretty sure. Matt, you may confirm in the chat if it is definitely you, but this is exciting news. Now, what we won't be doing is the same with CB. We're not doing any bullshit trades, under the table deals here. We're keeping it real. But it is, Matt. I knew it. Yes. Excellent. I think actually you did send us a trade. I thought I would save it for the show. So we're no bullshit. We're not doing any, brown paper bags, no favoritism. Good deals done properly. That's the only way we want to do this. So even though one of our own, and that's technically two with CB, two of our own are in this league now, we're still doing this the right way. So Pork Belly saying, at least we know we can trust him. That's great. He's also saying that trade was cancelled. I do like that. Heard I can work with the team. Time to rebuild. Igbuka. Yeah. Ooh. Do we get Igbuka off Matt? Maybe he's the only one he wants. I would keep him as well, to be honest. Lots of draft capital. I see that. I hope to get more. Yeah. So that trade was cancelled. Cool. HUD Dream needs to RB bad. All right. Standard Wanty disclaimer. Do not trade with Wanty. Yeah, Wanty is crushing it, man. He's doing great. So Matt is in. I love it. Gainwell immediately goes on the block. Hey, maybe you can get a third for him, right? Isaiah Davis and TJ Hawkinson go for second, third, and fourth. That's a nice trade. That's a nice trade for all involved, I think. I'm happy with that for both sides. Nice work, Matt, on that one. That trade gets pushed through. Bo Melton, Greg Dulcich get dropped. Pork Belly, the team name. And Igbuka is traded. I knew it. I knew I'd seen a neighbor's trade. So Jay Roper gets Igbuka in a second. Matt ends up with Malik Neighbors on a third. Great trade for Jay Roper, who's wanting to win right away. Great trade for Matt, who's looking to rebuild. Beautiful work, boys. I actually think I'd take the Malik Neighbors side personally. Igbuka is awesome. We all know that. But Malik Neighbors, a slightly better prospect. Not a slightly better prospect. A much better prospect. Slightly better player. Let's say that in the NFL. So I like the Neighbors side there. I think, Matt, you've done a great job with that trade. God damn, but we wanted him. We wanted Neighbors, but we don't really have a piece like Egbuka to play with. So I think that's great work. Great work all around. Tanner McKee, Jonathan Mingo get picked up. This David Murga, he will not go away, right? Why does this team have Flacco? How could you not get so? Yeah, I know. They didn't even start him, did they? Maybe had him a quarterback. I know, right? Egbuka is insane. Egbuka is great. You know, he is great. Safest wide receiver. How bad is Gino? Then there's people talking. Now, I told Chadley he needs to check his trades. I wonder if he did. And then Darren Waller goes on. Any teams. And then here is... Yeah. Here is the result for this week. By the way, we lost again. Shocker. Kenneth Gainwell. Yeah, that's a great trade again. Getting a third and a fourth for Kenny Gainwell. That's absolutely... I can't do that clicky noise, but nice. Hunter Renfro gets dropped. Kimani Vidal, a huge bid on him. I think people made this mistake before. Garoppolo, Tank, Huntley, Winston, Casey Washington. Tyler Johnson gets dropped. Austin Hooper gets dropped. Brandon Cooks gets dropped. Vidal immediately on the block. Flacco for a fourth. Good deal there. Probably someone with a Browns Browns quarterback. Yeah, Matt's crushing it. That Gainwell trade gets pushed through. The Flacco trade goes through. And, oh my goodness, we're finally at the end. 20 minutes in. 20 minutes in. Wow. Yeah. Let's see. What's Matt? Destroyed All. Harvey is by now if you can get there. RJ Harvey, one of my faves. Yeah. All right. I'll see who's got him. RJ Harvey. Cool. League is tough. Lot of sellers. Agreed. Yeah. Agreed. Matt saying he. Yeah, mate, you've been crushing it. Crushing it. Absolutely love it. So let's get into it, shall we? Oh, excuse me. I am slightly sick, slightly ill, but I'll try and push through. We finally made it through. Trades. Boom. Incoming trade. Hey. Matt wants Mac Jones for a third and a fourth. Here's the dilemma I think we're in. I think Mac Jones is going to start next year. I think Mac Jones will be a starting quarterback somewhere next year. So, is it worth holding on to Mac Jones? Risking it? I mean, the third and the fourth, it's nice to get draft capital, but we've got roster space to think about as well now. Bobby's Big Board saying Mac Jones will get a starting opportunity soon. I agree. I completely agree. So I think third and the fourth, while good value for a backup quarterback in the NFL right now, if we put our long-term hats on, I think a long hold is a long rebuild. It's a long rebuild. So it could be a long hold for us, I think. Could be a trade option for the 49ers by the trade deadline. Yeah. It could. Yeah, you're right. It might not even be next year. Could be next year. Matt, you can just see, he's probably saying, do it. Go on. I think we're going to decline, Matthew. Apologies. But I think just with the long-term hat on, Mac Jones, this time next year, will be worth more than that. It's a risk, but when the capital is a third and a fourth, I think that risk is worth taking. But we'll not just hit decline. We'll have a little peruse, see what you got for us. You've got these running backs, which of course we're not, fully interested in. I mean, you've got Ted McMillan, who we obviously really like, but so do you. Malik Neighbors, obviously. All right. Matt, can we do a deal on... We've never done... Maybe we did this with CB once. Let me show you the players that you'll know from watching the show. But here are the names that we would obviously love. Whether we have the capital or not is a different thing. Oh boy, you've got a lot of work to do too. Tet and Malik, but I imagine you want to keep them. So I don't think there's much we can do. We've got Mac Jones, we've got T. Higgins, we've got Brian Thomas Jr. That's about it. That's about it. I don't see how we can get a trade done for all those, but hit me up if you think we can make something work. Let me just decline for now. Those are the two players that we'd be obviously interested in. If you're interested, leave a comment. But yeah, just yeah. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Bobby's big board. I think a second for Mac is respectable. Yeah. 30 other teams watch what we did. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah. In the same way we took a risk on Daniel Jones, you know, that's a risk I think we can definitely take. Now, a lot of the other trades. Oh, we've got one player in injured reserve. We'll move them. Who's that? Treylon Burks. Oh Christ, is he even on a team? We could probably just drop him. We could probably just drop him, I imagine. Yeah. We'll sort that out in a little bit when we do our team. Yeah, Daniel Jones, we tried to. I'm just trying to find. There's definitely a way to. There we go. So we had a trade sent out, did we? No. There's no way to see decline trades, is there? No, there's not. Although we have done 42 trades in the league. That's pretty cool, right? All right. But we did have that deal, if you remember, involving Daniel Jones and Joe Burrow, and that's not gone through. We might circle back. Let me know your trade targets. We might be able to use Daniel Jones in them. At the minute, Marvin Harrison Jr. and RJ Harvey are on my list to have a look at. What I'm going to do now, and this is for all you guys that are watching after the fact, I'm going to circle to last video and the comments from last video. So if you want to be in the next video, you stand with me. If you want to be in the next video, leave a comment. Yeah? Leave a comment and I'll get to it. All we're going to do is scroll through these and try and get to each and every one. Let's begin up here with the legendary Spartan 882. Big follower of the channel. Great to hear from you again, buddy. Maybe try to buy Lad with this slow start to his season. If the owner is spooked, I'd even be willing to send draft capital for him. I agree. Lad McConkey. I'm writing him down on my targets board. What I'm going to do is go through the comments, and then once we've done that, I've got a board. Very high-tech system. We'll go and try and buy all the people. Right. Also would avoid Hunter until he's majority of snaps on offense. Well, CB's just traded for Hunter, so we'll not worry about him. The J Roper team is Henderson and Fannin. Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter's gone, sadly. Even though I said it. I did say earlier I'm not that high on Hunter. Congrats on the TV show. Oh my God, the TV show. Have you guys seen? I didn't even talk about this at the start. I don't know if you've seen the clip I posted on X. I was on a TV show in the UK. It's called NFL Big Game Night, hosted by Dermot O'Leary, who's, a national treasure. Great guy, really nice. Basically, the game that was on was the Browns versus the Lions. I had to come out in a Browns jersey, which was kind of weird. And we played little games in between at the 2-minute warning, we played a little game, or halftime or something like that. We played a little game, basically. And if your team won in the end, you got an American football put into like a rotating giant American football. The more points that you got, the more footballs you got, the more chance you have of getting to the grand final. So it eventually turns out my team gets to the grand final, which is pretty sweet. The question that comes up for it is always an A or B question. And it's usually to do with the prize. The prize in this week's show, we were told, was a trip to Philadelphia. Pretty sweet. So, in the green room, when they told us the trip was to Philadelphia, before they took our phones off us to go film, I quickly whipped out my phone, went on to ChatGPT, and just said, give me 10 general knowledge questions about Philadelphia. Read through them all. One of them was, What is the name of the building that Rocky runs up to in the first Rocky movie and all the Rocky movies? I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's some kind of museum. But then I thought, every single question on this show has been about numbers. Is it this number or this number? And I thought, I bet the question's going to be, how many steps are there on that building? So, right before they took our phones off us, that's what I put in ChatGPT. How many steps are in that building? It came back 72. So, we get to the final. We get to the ARB question. Dermot O'Leary, the host, starts talking. He says, the Philadelphia Museum of Art has how many steps on it? And I burst out laughing. Absolutely burst out laughing. And he goes, why are you laughing? It's like, I know the answer. You don't even need to say the options. So he said, is it A, 36, or B? And then I said 72 alongside him. We knew the answer. Just by pure trying to think, if I was a producer on the show, what question would I ask? That would be the question. That's the question that came up. So we throw the football at B. It goes through. We win a trip, all expenses paid, to Philadelphia next year. Boom. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to Philly sometime next year. All expenses paid on behalf of Channel 5 in the UK. Fantastic stuff. Great experience. Great adventure. So absolutely loved it. And yeah, thank you, ChatGPT, as well. Absolutely wonderful. So yeah, sorry, I should have told you guys right off the rip. So thanks for sticking along and listening along. If you've made it 30 minutes into this video. Wow, we're moving slow today. Destroy it all. Fire. Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm so happy. I was so happy. The producers after were like, how did you know? I guessed. Like, I'm not treated. They were like, do you have your phone on you now? Like, they were like questioning me as if I'd cheated. It's like, no, I just outsmarted you. Sorry, bro. Like, that's just the way it goes. But great experience. Absolutely brilliant experience. Anyway, let's pull this back up, shall we? Let's go through the rest of these comments. So Henderson, Travis, yes. So it was Dylan saying, congrats on the TV show. Absolutely, yeah. So Benson, yeah, man. Benson is obviously now on injured reserve. That's annoying. That's annoying, right? I don't know how, I mean, obviously he is an IR, so it's serious. But is he going to be back this season? It's a knee injury, right? I think it's going to be at least 4 games, right? I think he might be back before the season ends. All being well. So we'll just hold Benson now. Love the idea of getting Burrow. Didn't get him. Hold Brian Thomas Jr. I think we have to now. Just based on the start that he's had. With Jones and Benson suddenly becoming slotting starters, I'd say go for it. Kyle, I love you, buddy, but we're not ready. If you look at Wanty's team, there's no point. There's no point trying to go for it because we're just nowhere near there. We're never, ever, 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 ever going to win with this team. Like Spencer Rattler is a quarterback that we have to start. Like, have to. We just last week managed to get 2 starting running backs and Benson got injured. So we're nowhere near close enough to going for it, sadly. Spartan again, try and get Dylan Gabriel. Man, you were ahead of the game, Spartan, I'll tell you that. If we had a show last week, we would have been able to try and swoop in. You're ahead of the game for sure. For sure. We're not getting him for that now. Honestly, I'd send that 5 for all 3. Dude, I can't remember what it was. McBride, Lamb, and Herbert. Man, I can't even remember what that was. Shit. It was like our 5 best players for their 3 best players, wasn't it? I can't quite remember, Spartan. I'm sorry. I'm not really sure I want to sell Brian Thomas Jr. for Rice as it's selling low on B. Yeah, I agree. I think we hold him now. Torrey Horton. All right. Torrey Horton. Let's have a look. He's on the list. He's on the list. I like getting Rice in a first for Brian Thomas Jr. in a second. Would we get that now? What do you think in the comments? Rice in a first for Brian Thomas in a second. Would you do that? No to Robinson, Coker, Hunter, obviously. Yeah, we declined that one. Got it to miss the live stream. I'm having work. Hopefully you caught it this time, Ben. Hopefully we can see you in the chat at some stage. David says he'll be watching on Sunday. Have fun. Hopefully you did. Hopefully you caught it. I had a hell of a lot of fun. Give me Rice side. Yeah, okay. All right, Jamie. All right. Yo, CB. What's up? Nice to see you, bud. Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. We're just finished going through the comments. So we'll pull it back up here. Let's sort this. One player in injured reserve that we don't have anymore. Treylon Burks is the player in question. That'll probably bring us over the roster limit. It does. I mean, Scott fumbled. I mean, Jesus. You hate to see that, don't you? He's on a bye this week, so we'll see if he does anything moving forward. Players we could probably drop. Xavier Restrepo. He's probably droppable. Treylon Burks, I'd say, is definitely droppable. He still doesn't have a team, right? Do we bank on him getting a shot somewhere? He's 25. Wow. He is a former first-round pick. Do we bank on him going somewhere and maybe Tennessee was just all the wrong fit? And do we go ahead and drop somebody else? Like, I mean, obviously not Dalvin Cook. He is the mascot. Samaje Perine is basically a non-factor, but his workload increased, apparently. Do we drop Noah Brown? I'd say he's droppable. Jalen Hyatt is at this stage, I mean, I think it's a field experiment. Strepo's definitely droppable. Who do you think? Who do you think we should go ahead and drop, or do we just get rid of Burks? Let me know in the comments if you can. Just got off school. Nice, man. Hopefully you had a good day. Hopefully you had a great day. Actually, not just good day. Bronson Canvas. Hey man, I love this content. I watch every single episode. Thank you, Bronson. Thank you. I love making every single episode. It's just great chatting with you guys. You know, it's nice being part of like a co-ownership with hundreds and hundreds of people. It's quite cool. Yeah, I really enjoy it. This is a fun show to make. All right, let me know who should we drop. I've got Noah Brown at the top of my list. He has the least potential out of all these guys, so he's at the top of my list. Do you agree? Do you not? Let me know. Let's get these trade targets. Marvin Harrison Jr., RJ Harvey, Ladd McConkey, and Torrey Horton are the players. Oh, what's just happened? CB. Oh, what's up, CB? I see you. Is this for my benefit? Travis Etienne? Trevor Lawrence, you say? Interesting. I mean, could we get some T-Law? Could we? Let's pull it up right now, CB. I see you. T-Law's on there. We've got Daniel Jones. We've got Mac Jones. We've got Will Levis. We got T. Higgins in there. Trevor Lawrence for T. Higgins. Interesting. We got Xavier Worthy. He's looked okay. All right. CB, what kind of trade offer would you want for Trevor Lawrence? Maybe you could send us one actually and we'll review it. That would be quite nice. If you don't see anything, please, no pressure, by the way. If you don't see anything, don't send anything. But yeah, what kind of thing would you be looking for Trevor Lawrence? Right, let's get looking at Marvin Harrison Jr. because we're fast approaching the hour mark, are we? Yeah, we're 20 minutes away from an hour, so let's try and get some deals done. Right. He said he wanted a like elite running back. No, we're just not going to get a deal done. Damn it. Yeah, if he's only looking for an elite running back, I think we just don't even bother. We've been down this road before. So let's leave it. Let's just leave it. We've been down. I don't want to keep doing the same content for you guys. RJ Harvey, CA Buckeye. How's RJ been doing? Not great. He's still behind Dobbins. I think he's better. I think he should get a role. So CA Buckeye's got him. Who could we give up to get RJ Harvey in return? It's quite tricky. Trey McBride's there as well, who obviously we love. I mean, CeeDee Lamb. This was the CeeDee Lamb, Trey McBride's big was it Herbert as well, right? Does anyone see a deal that we could use to get RJ Harvey involved here? I am struggling to see where we can go. It is tricky for us to buy running backs, though, at this moment, because we don't really have any good running backs to offer up in return. Trey Benson, straight up, while he's injured, is a very risky move, and maybe not one I'm willing to make. I don't know, you guys. You're gonna have to help me with this one. I'm not. Nothing's calling to me. We could throw a random second out there, but I don't. I want to keep this draft capital as well. We've done so well to get it. So keep me posted on RJ Harvey. Leave a comment either live in the chat or if you're watching after the fact. Let me know about RJ Harvey and what you think we could use to buy him. Boy, he looks angry, doesn't he? He does not look like a happy man. Lad, let's have a look at Lad McConkey because that could be a cool buy. He's on Chadley's team. Wide receiver 39. Jeez. Okay. Lad McConkey. Okay, this could be a potential deal. I feel like this is a good buy low. So, we tried to get Joe Burrow from Chadley already. That didn't work. He's got Lad McConkey. Does he have anyone else? How's Alec Iomanner doing, by the way? He started off quite well. Yeah, he's kind of faded a bit. And same with Troy Franklin, right? Franklin had that one big game. Yeah. He also has this guy. Like I said earlier, man, I just think he's going to take Quentin Johnson's role. So he would be someone I'm interested in as well. Just throwing out something. I don't know where he took him. I do. He took him with a second round pick. Could we convince him to cut his losses for a third and we pick up Trey Harris? I think it's a nice gamble to make. Or do we have him as a throw-in the Lad McConkey deal? Like, would he be willing to part with Lad McConkey for just a first-round pick? I think it's maybe... it's difficult. It's difficult. How's T. Higgins doing this year? Turds. That's how he's doing. Jeez. Wow. Man, we do not need that for our investment. He is doing cheeks. That is not good. That is not good. All right. I think we have to dip into the draft capital if we want Lad McConkey and have Trey Harris thrown in. Anyone got any ideas? Do we try a sneaky first round pick like a late? We have a late first in 26, so maybe. I'm not sure. It's quite tricky. Ooh, let's have a look. We got loads of comments flying through. Nice. Brodson, I find T-Law tough to trust. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I sent over something. Just give me like 3. CB sent a trade. All right, we'll get to that real soon. Bronson, also Higgins is pretty untradeable this year. Yeah, I agree. Let me know what you think. Yeah, we'll get right to that, but that sounds amazing. Bronson, maybe Woody Marks and a third for Trey Harris. Maybe is that who you're talking about? Ben is in the chat. What's up? Sorry I'm late. Didn't get notification. Yeah, I think this happened to a few people with the notifications for some reason. I'm not sure why. Justin Herbert hates Lad. Yeah. Noah in the chat. What's up? Harvey is worth a second for sure, so I wouldn't mind making that deal or trading up from Marks. That's what you do. Woody Marks and a third for RJ Harvey. Let's send that. Woody Marks and a third. I'd be happy with that. Definitely. I'll send that. It might not be accepted, but we'll see. Johnson the GOAT. Oh, God. Oh, God. The QB chip running. Yeah. Destroy it all. If you can get Harvey for a second, that's a steal. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we can try Marks in a third, and then I can switch it up. T got Flacco now. Yeah, Joe Flacco going to the Bengals. That's going to be fun. I think that's going to be real fun. That is worth the cheeky first for sure. I agree. Maybe not your sake. No, I'm keeping those bad boys. Don't worry. We're keeping all our picks. Absolutely for sure. Right. Let's see if we can get Ladd and Trey Harris for Jay Ropers first, because that is going to be early. Okay. Let's just send that cheeky offer out. It's probably going to get rejected, but you never know. I think he's worth it. Then let's circle back to our boy RJ Harvey, and let's fire in a trade Woody Marks and a third round pick from Nathaniel for RJ Harvey. Let's fire that out there. Love it, love it, love it. Again, that's probably not going to get accepted. We might get a counter back and see what we think about it. Torrey Horton is the last player, and then we'll get CB's offer. So, Horton's on Wanty's team. Okay. Wanty took him in the 4th. What do we even pay for a guy like this? He's looked pretty good. Like, he's had 3 weeks with over 10 points. He's looked pretty decent. His yards per catch is really nice. He's catching touchdown passes. He's having 4 targets, 4 targets, 4 targets. This is a nice start for Torrey Horton. What kind of value do we place on a guy coming out of Colorado State? 6'2", 196. That's quite nice. Well, what do we do with Torrey Horton? Anyone in the comments got any idea about that? Because I think he's quite a nice piece. Wanty, notoriously, hard to see. He'll want a second round pick for him. I can tell you that right now. And I'm not willing to pay it. So let me know what you think. Trades. Here we go. Here's the trade incoming from CB. So CB will give us Trevor Lawrence and Jalen McMillan, and we will send T. Higgins and Woody Marks. Okay. We do need a quarterback. Jalen McMillan does not much for me, not going to lie. How is he doing this year? Let's have a look and see. He is doing... yeah, he's been injured. Okay. He's been injured. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I thought this was... Yeah, I didn't notice the injured reserve. So yeah, my bad. He won't be back until after the week 9 bye. All right. Is there a player of similar value that we could replace? Let's have a look. So what do we think? Oh, we got loads of comments going in. Nice. That's good. Flacco playing AFC North bingo. Yeah, absolutely. I got him in a 32-man league. Whoa! 32-man league, CB. That's serious. Torrey Horton is so good. Yeah, he's looked good, hasn't he? The tight end looks good. AJ Barner. He does. He's got that like big like robot thing going on, the dance. That's cool, right? I love that. Ben likes a trade. T-Law to the moon. Bronson saying I'd hold Marks if we could. And also destroy all saying don't like selling Woody Marks. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather keep Woody in that trade. Okay. All right. You get Brian Thomas Jr. and T-Law on the same team. That is true, CB. But you are also the one sending this trade, so I know you are. Yeah, but I think it's a very good trade. I must say. The only thing I would potentially be looking to do is swap out Jalen McMillan. How's Xavier Legette doing? For maybe Xavier Legette, but that would maybe be good enough for me personally. If we could I don't know if you'd be willing to do that, CB, but if we could swap out McMillan for Leggett, that would be cool. I do like Leggett. I don't love McMillan. So I don't know if you'd be willing to do that. I need more from you guys. Like I said, I'm not in control here. So it's kind of up to you. I don't want to click accept or click, counter without the backing of at least a couple of you. So please let me know in the chat. We've definitely got a couple of mixed receptions here. We've got more people. We've got Ben saying yes. We've got Bronson and Destroy It All saying no. Ben saying no. Bryce saying he'd rather have McMillan. Okay, well we can swap back as well. Bronson saying what about getting Loveland? I give Leggett if you got a fourth. I'm always happy giving away a fourth. Yeah. People are saying they like Jalen McMillan more, so maybe we don't have to worry about Leggett. Sweet Shot saying T-Law is worth it. Matt saying take the QB. Don't trade for us. Oh, boys, we are in. This is like, oh my goodness. Right, we're going to have a vote left to right. Can I make a poll on this goddamn thing? I don't know. I probably can. Destroy All loves Loveland. What about Loveland? T-Law and Loveland. I don't know. CB, what do you think about T-Law and Loveland? I think that changes the deal a lot. Don't hate that. Okay. Leggett or Loveland with T-Law looks good. QB is a priority. Yeah, okay. Sweet Shot 61. I like the trade. See Kirk Walsh saying smash. CB, what do we do, bro? This is all right. I'll trade Loveland, but I definitely want more. That's fair. I think completely. Maybe throw in a third plus SMTH. So, no, why am I blanking on who that is? SMTH. Or is this a short X version? I don't know. SMTH. People are screaming at the screen. Max, you idiot. It's this. SMTH. Smith? No. I have no idea. Is that a short acronym? Oh, it means something. Fuck. Okay. Right. So it's kind of right. It means something I didn't know. Right. Okay. Something. Short for something. I've never heard that one before. All right. Okay. Maybe the kids in my class will stop saying 6-7 and start saying this instead, for the love of God. All right. Okay. Here's where we are. This is the trade that will be accepted. T. Higgins, Woody Marks in a fourth for Trevor Lawrence and Xavier Leggett. Can we just, for those people that are watching right now in the chat, all I want, CB said the 6-7. Yeah, dude, my kids. Dude, I've got, what would you call them in the States? They're 10 years old. So what, 6th graders, maybe? 5th graders, 6th graders? That's their whole personality, man. That's it. It's funny. It's funny. So where was it? Roll call. Accept or not? We'll have a vote. Whatever gets more, I will do. All right? Everyone with me? Let's do it. I'm taking a tally. Where's my pen? Right. Let's go. The yeses. I've got 1. Let's see. Destroy it all. No. We're tied up. All right. Ben. No. The no's are in the lead. Okay. Here, I got this. I don't know if chat would like this, but I get Worthy and Marks. You get Loveland, T-Law, and No, what does that mean? Does that mean something as well? McMillan. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this trade goes first, will we? So, what would it be? Worthy and Marks, and we get Loveland, T-Law, and McMillan. Man, Worthy's looking pretty good. Okay. Loveland over Leggett, but T-Law is the priority. Bronson says no. Ben says yes. Currently, the no's have it at 3-2. The no's have it at 3-2 for this current trade deal, which means we would not be picking up Trevor Lawrence and Xavier Leggett. We would keep T. Higgins, Woody Marks, and a fourth. Unless CB wants to counter. Let's see. Can you scroll a bit to see if we can add non-worthy? I'm not sure what you mean. If we can add can we add like anyone else? All right. So other people that I'm sure we might be interested in here, Loveland, right? Definitely. Travis Hunter, he's just traded, so I imagine you'll want to keep Travis Hunter. Jalen McMillan was spoken about. And, of course, Loveland, who has started slowly, let's say. But, he's a tight end. It's fine. We expected. So those are the 4 players that are in the ballpark. Now, I believe earlier, CB said something about Worthy. I kind of am with you here, Destroy All, saying it ain't worth selling Worthy. He's looked good. He's definitely looked good. Let's see what Bryce is saying. I don't hate that trade. I'm not a fan of XL, but an agreement to go get that young QB. That ties it up, I believe. Is it? Oh, is that a yes from Bryce? Or has he already said yes? Marks loses his job when Mixon's back. That's true. That is true, I think. Don't sell Worthy. I agree. I think we'll have to call an end to that that trade debate then. What I'll do, actually, how about this? CB, I know you're still listening probably. Don't sell Worthy. Okay, well, we'll not do the deal with Worthy. CB, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that, if you're okay. Apologies if this trade gets accepted and goes through. And we end up getting RJ Harvey for Woody Marks. Marks isn't part of the deal anymore, but hopefully we can work something else out. I'm going to leave it. He is here. Sweet. Okay. And the people watching at home after the fact, that's the only thing. If you made it this far, that's the only comment I really need to hear from. What do we do with this trade from CB? Currently, I believe, with that last comment coming in from Bryce, I think that we're tied 3-3 in the online live chat votes. So it's up to you guys now watching after the fact. A reminder, the potential trade. We get Trevor Lawrence and Jalen McMillan or Xavier Leggett. Let me know which one you prefer. And we give up T. Higgins and Woody Marks, potentially a fourth as well. What do you do? It's up to you. The fate of this team, as the show goes, is in your hands. I can't wait to see. This is a brilliant trade, CB. I absolutely love this. It's got the people going. I absolutely love it. If that trade gets accepted, I'll see about some. That's why you're the best. That's why you are the best. And that's why it's great to have CB in the league. It's great to have Matt in the league as well. We're taking over slowly. Gents, we're almost at the hour mark. That's all the time. My voice is going. So that's all the time I can give you. Next week, I will be trying my best to go live again. I will be in Northern Ireland. So I'm back visiting the family. I should be able to go live next Wednesday at the same time. But keep an eye out on Twitter to see in case something comes up. But I'm planning to go live still. The setup will... The setup's going to be something. It'll just be in one room in my parents' house I can find that isn't noisy. So we'll see what happens. Pleasure to be back. Please keep an eye on the Dynasty Hotseat X account. Lots of things coming out about the 2026 college class. As always, merch is available. Check the description below if you want to get some sweet Dynasty Hotseat content Limited edition t-shirts on there. There's only so many. Once they're sold, they're gone. So there's only so many of those that can go wrong. We got worst team ever t-shirts. We got hats. We got the whole lot. It's great. Check it out. Thanks for everyone for watching. We've just gone over the hour mark. We'll wrap it up there. But please, before I go, remember that right here on the Dynasty Hot Seat for the worst team ever, their greatness, it's not born. It's built. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week. Bye. Cool. It's not ending. Sweet. I'm here with you all day. I'm here with you all day.